All right, let's jump right in. We're going to pull back the curtain on these huge, often invisible technological forces that are completely reshaping our world. These aren't just little trends, they're megatrends. And trust me, they're changing absolutely everything.
But let me ask you something right off the bat. What invisible forces are shaping your world right now? It's a much bigger question than you might think. And you know what? The answers are hiding in plain sight. Today, we're going to find them. Okay, so first things first, we need to be on the same page. What even is a megatrend? Well, according to Frost and Sullivan, it's a major force that hits just about everything: business, society, even our own personal lives. These aren't fads that come and go. They are the deep, long-term shifts that are literally defining our future. And really, the one big idea that connects all the trends we're going to talk about today is this fundamental shift. We've moved from a world of atoms, physical, tangible stuff, to a world of bits, a world of pure digital information. This is the bedrock of everything now. So, where does this new reality even start? Well, it all begins with our first megatrend, the Internet of Things, or IoT. Just think of this as the bridge. It's the technology that finally connects that physical world of atoms to the digital world of bits. Now, get a load of this number: 17.08 billion. According to IDC, that's how many connected devices are estimated to be out in the world right now. And we're talking about everything from your smartwatch to the super complex sensors that run a massive factory. But here's the really wild part. It's not just the number itself, it's the speed. At its current growth rate, the number of these devices is effectively doubling every 3 years. Just try to imagine the world 3 years from now with twice as many connected things. The pace is just incredible.
So, what's the point of connecting everything? Well, simply put, the Internet of Things is becoming the world's digital nervous system. Its core job is to sense the physical world, things like temperature, location, motion, and translate all of that reality into a constant stream of digital data.
Right, so what happens when you build a global nervous system that's constantly sensing everything? You get a direct, and I mean massive, consequence. And that brings us right to our second megatrend, the big data explosion. Every single year, we now generate around 143 zettabytes of data. And if you're wondering what on earth a zettabyte is, it's 1 trillion gigabytes. We are creating data on a scale that is basically impossible for our minds to really wrap our heads around. To really feel the speed of this, just think about what happens every single minute of every single day. 5.9 million Google searches are happening. 1.1 million people are swiping on Tinder. Nearly $500,000 is being spent on Amazon, and 500 hours of new video are uploaded to YouTube. Every single minute. It never, ever stops. And this is this stat from IBM that just blows my mind every time. 90% of all data that has ever existed in human history was created in just the last 2 years. We're not just in a river of information, we are living in the middle of a data tsunami. Okay, so we've got a global nervous system creating an absolute ocean of data. How in the world do we make any sense of it all? This brings us to our third megatrend, the arrival of artificial intelligence. This is the brain that's needed to process this data deluge. Now, when I say AI, let's be really clear. For now, forget the sci-fi robots. The AI that's truly mattering today is the kind that's incredibly good at one specific thing: making sense of massive amounts of data, automatically and at a scale we've never seen before. This study is a perfect example. A company called LawGeeks put 20 experienced attorneys up against an AI to review legal contracts. And the results? The AI was more accurate. Yeah, but look at the time difference. 26 seconds for the AI versus an average of over 51 minutes for the human lawyers. It's a total game changer. But AI isn't standing still. We're now in the era of generative AI, where you can give it a creative prompt, something just like this: write me a poem in Shakespeare style about big data technologies. And here's just a little piece of what it came back with. Hark, seest thou not the flood of endless streams? Less data rule, and not the guiding hand. This isn't just processing data anymore. This is synthesis. This is creativity. The AI is making something entirely new. So we have the IoT nervous system, we have the explosion of data, and we have the AI brain to process it all. But there's one final, and you could argue most important piece to this whole puzzle:
our fourth megatrend, the essential partnership between humans and AI.
So after seeing all of that amazing capability, the natural question is, okay, is AI the complete answer then? Can it just solve everything for us?
Well, the answer, it turns out, is no. The missing piece is you. It's us. Because for all its power, nothing can yet replace the nuance and the wisdom of human intelligence, especially when we work together. And this is where we run into something called wicked problems. These are the truly complex challenges. Think about things like climate change or social inequality, where the problem itself is incredibly hard to define, and there are no simple, correct answers. I mean, look at what makes these problems so wicked. They don't have a clear definition. Every problem is unique. The solutions aren't right or wrong, they're just better or worse. And every single solution has unforeseen ripple effects. This kind of messy, multi-layered complexity is exactly what a purely logical AI struggles with.
And this really brings us to the key takeaway. The goal isn't to replace human intelligence, it's to enhance it. The future is a partnership where AI can model all the endless variables and predict outcomes at a massive scale, while we provide the wisdom, navigate the ethics, and build the consensus needed to solve what really matters.
And that leaves us with one final, vital question to think about. With this powerful new partnership between human and artificial intelligence, what wicked problem should we solve first?